Welcome everybody to Dustin in the Wind Gaming. Today, we're making a rock sling. You don't have to have very complicated things to make this. You can just get paracord and duct tape, and that's what we're gonna do today. So join us on this video as we make a rock sling, and let's have fun with it. All right, welcome back everybody to Dustin in the Wind Adventures. So today, we are going to be making a sling. It's gonna be a very simple sling, just gonna have, duct tape and some paracord, some extra paracord that I have. Got this torch here to, just burn out the little ends here and stuff after I'm cutting. But yeah, so we're gonna get into that. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get the length of the paracord. I don't really go by, exact lengths myself. I just, go what I feel is it, and then call it good there. So about there. And about there. I think that'll be good right there. And what we want to do is we want to find the center of the ropes itself. So about right there. Right here's the center. We're going to come a little bit up here, and maybe not quite that far. Let's go about right there. Okay, got a knot there. Let's go about right here. Try to keep that as close as possible. So there we go. So we got that part is done. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to open this a little bit. Grab the duct tape. Take some stuff with it. Yep, gonna take some stuff with it, but that's okay. We'll just take some souveniring from the area that we're at. We got that, and what we want to do is we're gonna put a little bit more on tape on there so that we can, hold the objects in here and stuff, because that will probably break through if we have a rock or something. So I'm gonna do this process a few more times. All right, so next thing we gotta do is we gotta get the loop that'll go onto our finger. So we're gonna come about here. That seems like a good length there. Okay, got a loop that can be adjusted. So that'll be where it'll hold onto our finger like that. We can adjust it a little bit too if we need to, but there we go, got that end done. And to the other end. So when we have it going, we have it in our finger and we have it all, sitting like this, holding the projectile and stuff, we don't want it to be off center. We want it to be in the center like that. Right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, pull this down. And there's a knot right there. And the end of the knot's going to be about right there. So right here is where we're going to want to put the other knot. Try to work this down to where it was. Pull that nice and tight. Let this cool off. And there you go. Got a whole sling. It's made from paracord and duct tape. Not exactly the prettiest, but it'll work for what we need to do. There you go. And what's really cool about these is you can just wrap it up like this, put it in a pocket. carry with you, put it in a backpack. It's really light and pretty simple. So there you go. Now let's get on to actually using the sling. Okay, so I actually had to do some adjustments on this off camera. It was too long from what I had. I mean, it was probably about out to here where I had it. So had to shorten up the strings a little bit, or the paracord, so that it was a little bit more manageable. But it got picked up a few rocks, so we're gonna see how well it works. So we're just gonna throw it into this area here. There's a river behind those bushes there. Nobody's floating it right now, so that's why I thought, I better just put it into those trees just in case, so don't go to the other place where the road is, where I came from and stuff. So let's get on to that. And I made the pouch a little bit bigger so you can do different sizes of rock. Like here's a pretty big one, kind of a medium one, and then a smaller one. We'll get the smaller one try first, and then we'll move on to the bigger rocks just to see how well it does. And there's a lot of ways that you can, use a sling. You can do the, spin it around and then let it go. Or there's a way that I was taught to do it. It's been a long time since I've done it, so it's probably not very good. But you let it kind of go behind your back, and then you just, act like you're throwing something normally. So we're gonna try the sling first, and then we'll try the way that I was taught to do it. I went into the trees there. Okay, now we're gonna try it the way that I was taught. Two very different ways to do it, but they both work. Both of them, it's a bit hard to explain. You got to do it a lot to get good at it. More practice is going to make you a lot better. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I'm very rusty at doing it. But anyways, all right, let's see. Okay, here's the mid-size rock. The little one, it went pretty far. Let's try for the mid-size one and see what it does. Yeah, that went nowhere. That was a pansy shot. All right, let's go for the big one and see what it does. Oh yeah, still got it, but I gotta practice a lot. That was better. I don't even know where that went. But yeah, so it worked pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I gotta practice a lot. I mean, I really gotta practice a lot with this thing to be able to become good with it. I mean, it's like throwing a ball, kinda a little bit different, but it's the same movements of throwing a ball. It's awkward a little at first because you don't know where to, swing, let go, and everything. It's a little different, but it's pretty close to just throwing a baseball or something like that, or even throwing a rock. But I mean, I'm happy with it. It's simple, but it works. The one thing that another reason why I made this now is it's fall time. As you can see, everything's, got the fall colors and stuff. But what I want to do is, I want to see if I can throw a snowball in this. Snowball! 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 And I gotta wait, unfortunately, for the snow to show up to be able to do that. So probably gonna be a while before that happens, but if I practice with rocks and stuff, maybe I'll get good with snowballs too. But I want to see if I can throw a snowball with this. Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me with Dustin and the Wind Adventures. If you liked the video, get a thumbs up, give it a hype. The new thing on there is hyping up the video, apparently. Thumbs up, hype, subscribe if you want more. Put a note on the notification button too, so when another video comes out, you can see it. But I want to thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.